extreme chaos. No rhyme or reason to supersize your business was our idiom for supersize your business today. We're talking about in the Get Your Goals annual challenge, the 7 Whys exercise. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey. This segment called What You Up To Now, because SHE are my initials, is all about documenting the journey as I originally transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. What's working, what's not working, some of the rabbit holes that I've gone down that are just plain crazy wastes of time, other things that I've learned inadvertently that I never would have run across or come across had I not gone down some of those rabbit holes, but just what's working for me now with respect to online business as well as offline business, because I do both and I work with companies that do both. And I am kind of on a mission to get everybody that doesn't have an online presence to create some sort of an online presence for their business, especially going forward with all the changes in technology and how fast the world's changing. I think if you're not staying up to speed with that, it's pretty quick and easy. Didn't used to matter, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, but now as the world moves faster and faster, it's critical that we do everything that we can to create what it is that we want to see in the world. So today, supersize your business. Our idiom was no rhyme or reason. And it's why I did this at the beginning. I'm like, there's no rhyme or reason to that, right? Makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense for this video, except for I like the cuffs on this particular shirt. I just think it's fun. But what does that have to do with anything? Pretty much nothing. How much of the stuff that impacts us and barrages us every day in our lives has no rhyme or reason and nothing to do with us. Now, it has rhyme or reason for the people that are creating it. I think of the media, the news media, and on social media. The person that's creating that, the entity that's creating it, the business that's creating it has a reason and an intention, but it might not be to have our best interests at heart. I deal with a lot of people with chronic pain, and I've seen this trend over the last several years, and it's just gotten crazy bad, where medical providers are taking away medications and protocols that have worked for their patients, not for the benefit of their patients, but for their management and their leadership of their business, because the medical industry is a business. Healthcare is a big business, and they have management directives just like any other type business or any other corporation. But it's really horrifying when it comes to deciding between your Hippocratic Oath and taking care of people and doing what's right for people to help them be better and the bottom line profits of your organization, especially when many of those organizations are supposedly nonprofits, right? Pretty scary. So things like that don't make any sense. There's no rhyme or reason. Now I get it. Yeah, they're trying to look good for the people that back them, for the people that invest in them, especially if they are for-profit businesses. But even the nonprofits are doing the same thing. And for a lot of reasons that are for that business. Maybe they're getting more government regulation because the government doesn't know how to crack down and really get rid of fentanyl and drugs and where the problems are on the streets. So they go after the people that don't overdose, that don't have problems, don't abuse their drugs, pain patients, because they're using opioids, right? To make it look like they're doing something when they're absolutely positively doing nothing but causing more harm. And obviously this is a topic that I've had conversations with over the last couple of weeks with several of my friends and my relatives, consulting clients, because it is a huge impactor on their ability to live a life and to create a positive difference in the world. The people I work with want to make a positive difference in the world, and people that actually have experienced pain are some of the most powerful people to help other people in this world. And so I think it again, topic for another day, no rhyme or reason why I'm talking about it, except that it reminds us that everybody shows us what they want us to see, but it might not be what we need to see. And there's usually rhyme or reason to things, even if other people don't see it. When I'm growing, and I've had people tell me, you're nuts, you're crazy. What makes you think you can do that? To a lot of the things that I've done in my life that people said were impossible. And most business owners have heard from somebody, at least on more than one occasion, that they're crazy, what makes them think they can do it, what makes them think they deserve to be successful, etc., etc. And it's just a matter of considering the source and saying, thank you for the feedback. I understand your perspective. And then doing what's right for us and do what we're going to do anyway, right? That's what we need to do. So I think no rhyme or reason has a much deeper meaning to us than we sometimes think that it does. And then I shared today in the Get Your Goals Annual Challenge, one of my very favorite exercises, and it's only one that I discovered a couple of years ago. It's called the 7 Whys exercise. I learned it from Dean Graziosi, and I can't remember who he learned it from, some mastermind group that he's in. He's in those, 6-figure mastermind groups, and he likes to share the tools that he learned, just like I like to share tools that I learned from different coaches and mentors that I've had over my lifetime. And this 7 Whys one was one of those, and I shared it in detail in today's challenge. You're welcome to go listen to that. But basically, you think of something you want, and then you ask yourself why 7 times. And as you go deeper and deeper in your why, you get down to actually the beliefs and sometimes the core beliefs that are driving you to want the things that you want. Guess what happens when you know what your core driver is for wanting something? It makes it almost impossible not to achieve it because you've gotten down to the reason that you want something. And once we have a reason for something, we go for it with all of our hearts. So talked about that today. That's it. If I can help you anyway, hit me up. I am hanging with my granddaughter, so my very pregnant daughter and son-in-law can go snowboarding today. If I can help you anyway, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.